There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kick it away first. And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. Guys, let's chat about it. Everyone knows by now one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They go to the ground. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, you got to love the offense coming out with a plan. They're going to feed their running back. Great job featuring him, great job setting the physical tone, and they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
Leaves it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off play action. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
It's Manning. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll try to do it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it with ease.
Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
And the Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Here comes the heat. And he'll just get rid of that one.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
To the air on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to run it. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Back to throw, it's Manning. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden,
touchdown, Texas! He shed tackles right and left and housed it. Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Miller with the ball. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Wide open downfield. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Manning. Makes the grab. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Defense playing a bail technique. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Bird Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, and making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
Finds a man on the left. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
DBs will try to keep everything in front. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking to scramble. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Looking to pass. It's Manning. Another incompletion on third down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UCF is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to watch. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to New Mexico State. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Turning it on! They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. This offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Got the first down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the knee.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the right. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Bama.
That was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, come out in the second half now, trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Skips away from pressure. Fires to the right. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Looking left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone. And I love the vision right here by the cornerback. Seeing the quarterback the whole way. Breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
Unloads it left. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
You know, it's funny. That's probably far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Trying to burn this defensive back. Pass ball's incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Stands in and takes the hit. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going to the run to start this second half. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And the Longhorns will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Simpson. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Send the tight end in motion. From the gun, running back gets to give.
You see, they need more runs like that. Just so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. The give to the lone running back. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Got it behind the line. It's Moore. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. The DBs will back off a bit. Out of the gun to give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown Longhorns! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. UCF is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things inside the bounce house. Trust me when I tell you that. On the field and off it. They're trailing by 10 to New Mexico State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Quickly to the tight end. No chance to run, but still a good game. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Snagged in the middle. It's Horton. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Now, you'd love to keep the momentum going and score quick. How about staying aggressive? Try to throw this thing into the end zone. You need to get the ball back, and you need to save as much time as you can.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
With the catch, it's Miller. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown time.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And the defense jumps on it, they get the turnover.
And that right there, probably the biggest play in this game so far. The offense has the lead, and they're just trying to run the football to run this clock out. But the defense able to knock it out, jump on it. Now all of a sudden, this game has a completely different feel.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Alabama! And they moved out front here in the fourth.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Manning. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Oh, he's got some space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Really nice timing. Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back to pass, but how about saving your best for when it matters most, late in the ball game? Biggest run of the day in a big moment.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondaries, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Going to swing it on second down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
And that's that break. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Creates a little room. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Defense doing their job getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Simpson. Makes the catch, it's Horton. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
This guy's looking real sharp this week. Listen, QBs hate throwing picks. He only threw one last week, but that really ate him up all week long in practice. He wanted to come out here, put his best foot forward. He's done just that.
The inside handoff. Oh, he's got a chance. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
They'll give it to him again. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And after the short run, the clock hits 0, and we are all wrapped up.